Hey everybody, it's your girl Kritek again, and I want to make this video while it's on my mind. It was brought back to my attention on yesterday, but I have to kind of work myself around being able to post these videos. So I really do appreciate those who take the time out to support me and actually sit through and watch my videos, like, subscribe, share. I really appreciate it. So what I'm going to talk about is what is it that we should really be teaching children as far as values? And I say this because, okay, divine feminines and masculines, have you ever wondered or noticed that the people who seem the most jealous of you or try to slander your name or, throw salt or dirt on your name, or these fake ass friends, these informants and shit, people that be switching up. Oh, I said I wasn't going to curse in this video. I'm so sorry. Anyway. But have you ever paid attention to how those people be envious and jealous of you? However, when you look at them, it seems like they have things, that to you, you're like, why will this person be jealous of me or envious of me? Like, don't they have all the things that, is defined as what gives people value? For example, all right, an ex-friend of mine, that I went to school with, I found out was doing spell work on me, but I basically, I cut her off because I felt the energy, I sensed the energy from her, even through conversations and stuff like that, and just the way she was moving, yeah, couldn't get past me with that shit. But I recently got confirmation that she indeed was one of the individuals facilitating spell work on me. Now, about this particular individual, right? This is someone who was always, hardworking, always working. Like, she was doing, working and going to school type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, really a go-getter and making her own money and shit, like getting her own shit. And, she will always have, like, all the Michael Kors watches and purses and bracelets and combos, like, all this shit, all these name brands and labels and, all this fancy shit, you get what I'm saying, to dress her vessel, right? Always had this, going out clubbing, going to these parties, going to concerts, going on vacations. Like, this is the type of shit she on. And, like, we only 20, like, in our 20s, like, our early 20s, right? And this is the type of shit that she was doing. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at her like, okay, seemingly it seemed like, okay, yeah, like, we vibing, you get what I'm saying? But the big difference between me and her was inner, like, our internal condition. That was like the big ass difference, right? Like, the way I view life and the way that I move, even like how, I stand for authenticity regardless, I stand for integrity, and I reject all things that are false, I reject things, that are trying to control, who we are, really meant to be, you know what I'm saying, designed to be as spiritual beings. I reject those type of things. So, like, the whole makeup shit and stuff like that, I don't buy into that. Like, I rather just be myself and appreciate, what I have, how God created me, regardless of acne, regardless of, maybe my smile is not deemed perfect by, other individuals, or whatever the case may be, or, whether I have on, name brand or not, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit because I can make anything look nice. I can make anything fly because I feel like it's the creativity within you. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you unique when you embrace that. Not trying to be and dress and look like everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Like, just be your true, original, authentic self, So that was the difference between me and her. She was, like, kind of caught up in that, that vanity shit where, she got a point to prove and she's trying to prove that point outwardly, like, through materials. And so pay attention, like, to how these end up being the main individuals who are jealous of you and envious of you. Why are they jealous and envious? It's because, the true power system is the ability to have confidence in yourself, your authentic self. You get what I'm saying? And not give a damn about other motherfuckers, or people trying to dictate, what deems an individual valuable or successful or, whatever the case may be, right? So this person, yeah, like, even though she, managed to, you know, get her own car and stuff like that. Like, for example, well, no, I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah, it was just a lot, you know, when it comes to money and how, you know, she was just like, that was one of her main driven goals, like money, money, money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I admire, you know, her driven nature about her. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, why the fuck are you hating on me? Why the fuck are you, you know, like, why? Oh, I should put that in another video. But how come, you know, my enemies or whatever, they feel comfortable coming to you talking about me? And everybody out here know that we rock. Like, we rock hard, because, you know, I keep my circle small. So she was one of the, out of the two individuals that I really dealt with heavily, you know, on campus. And so everybody saw us together. Everybody knew that we was always together. You know, that was my homie. You know what I'm saying? Or at least that's what I thought. So I never understood. There was like at least 2 or 3 different occasions where individuals approached her, basically trying to dog me, slander my name, or, you know, facilitate defamation of character or whatever, spread rumors and stuff like that. And I will always question, like, okay, but, you know, I appreciate you telling me this, and of course it's going to get back to me. The thing is, I had dreams, and it was, my spirit guides revealed what was going on, because I wasn't on campus at the time. I was taking my classes online, like, I took a break. But all this stuff was revealed to me of what was going on, like, before she even told me. So I didn't really need her to tell me. But the thing was, I always was suspicious of, okay, how come they feel so comfortable coming to you and, you know, having this conversation with you? And I wonder, what was it that you said? Did you defend me? Did you defend my honor, you know, out, you know, when you were in my presence? And so I, yesterday, that was brought back to my attention, and what it really was is that she brought me this information of what these individuals were saying in hopes that it would get me down, in hopes that it would bother me or get some type of reaction out of me, because she was one of those individuals facilitating that same shit, basically, like that same low vibrational energy, throwing, you know, that dark magic on me, you know, on my name and shit. She was a part of it as well. So for her, you know, she just wanted access into my life to see, like, what I got going on is, you know, what they're partaking in against me actually working, right? Because that's like a boost to her confidence, to see, like, where my power lies, which is like my integrity, you know, my soul, like who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like my true power, basically. My ability to just be confident in who I am, the way that I am, all that comes with me, all that I experienced, and having the ability to transmute that trauma and still retain my heart and have faith in the Most High, right? That's where my confidence is. And so she was hoping that she would be able to taint or throw dirt on my confidence and actually be able to, you know, experience, you know, some type of reaction or whatever, you know, to simultaneously boost her confidence, basically. So that was her intentions whenever, like, coming back with this information. But the fact that she, you know, appeared approachable for the, you know, to those individuals to come and, like, talk shit about me or whatever, that's a red flag. You get what I'm saying? You have to pay attention to stuff like that. Now, another thing, opportunities where, okay, because that's the thing about my people who are friends with me or family members or whatever, they know that if they come to me about whatever and wanting advice on something, they know I'm gonna keep it true. I'm gonna keep it honest, completely raw, like brutal truth. Like, it doesn't have to be brutal. It can be brutal depending on that person, their ability to be receptive to whatever that truth is. So that's what determines, you know, if the truth is brutal, harsh, or whatever the case may be. Because it doesn't have to be brutal, right? It's not that I'm just I'm being mean in my expression or in my delivery. It's just the cold hard facts. Like, I just keep it true. I don't care if we besties or not. I'm gonna be honest with you. For example, she was in a situation when she we used to have these college parties, and basically she was in a situation where she went home with a guy who everybody knew he had a girlfriend, and everybody knew who his girlfriend was, and she even, you know, partook in conversations with this girl, you know, and her, you know, because they had like mutual friends and stuff like that. So she was very aware of this girl and this guy's relationship, and she went home with him anyhow. Now, I don't give a damn. People can blame alcohol, blame whatever the fuck. She went home with him anyway. And she told me that she didn't have sex with him. She said that they basically just cuddled and made out, and, you know, she slept over with him, and he even had her drive because he drove her home, or drove her to his place in the female's car, the girl that he was dating. So he even had her drive herself back on campus because he lived like off campus, like in UP. So she agreed to drive this female's car back on campus to drop herself off. You know, he was in like the passenger seat or whatever, and then he just, you know, got in the driver's seat and then drove back or whatever. But so all of this stuff happened, even though it sounds crazy, right? But listen, this stuff happened just to like give her, it was like God giving her like red flags and giving her an opportunity and just revealing things to her to give her an opportunity to make a better decision, make a better choice, right? Because the girls' keys, you know how us girls are. You know we a lot of us got like girly shit on our keys and stuff, and so the girls, you know, her things like was on the keys or whatever. So it's like there was no way you could deny that, okay, this is this female's vehicle, right? This is her property, and you know, yeah. So it's like you playing yourself. Anyway, so she came to me and revealed this information to me and wanted to know my opinion on the matter. And of course, I'm gonna keep it hot. I'm gonna be real. I basically let her know she was messy. I let her know she was messy. But I still had compassion. I'm a very compassionate person. So even though I told her the facts of what it was, you know, like, look, let's just keep it real. You was wrong. You was wrong and you knew better. Right? But, you know, transmute that energy. You know, you still can better the situation, you know, with honesty. You get what I'm saying? First being real with yourself and then being real, you know, with whatever. Like, if you want to tell the girl or not, right? But, you know, that's not easy for a lot of people. So, I guess she thought I was supposed to be like, oh, well, fuck that hoe. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's on him. Like, she need to be upset with him. Like, you not wrong. Like, he knew he had a girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. No, you knew that he had a girlfriend, too. So, both of y'all wrong. Both of you are wrong. And so, that's just to give you, like, an example of the dynamic of our relationship, how a lot of my connections are when it comes to that. Or like especially like my past connections or whatever, because now, you know, I'm attracting the people like my real tribe, you know, where everybody is like, we have integrity, right? So anywho, that's just this is like how it was in our connection, right? It was that type of thing. So yeah, like even like engaging in gossip and stuff like that, like it was like a fine line with me. It's like it had to be fair. It had to be fair. It had to be just. Like whatever we're discussing needs to be just. So yeah, and it's like that's kind of like what kept her around, but at the same time, those little moments where I had to like, you know, when she had to face the music or, you know, her reflection was saw, like, because remember, we're divine mirrors. So whenever we had moments like that, you know, that would kind of like create like a bitterness, a resentment within her against me, right? Because, you know, that jealousy and stuff. She was already one of those people who felt like, oh, you have extra help, you know, from your parents and stuff like that. I don't have that. You know, everybody's situation is different, regardless of, you know, whether I have financial help, financial assistance or not. Because I mean, that's neither here or there. Regardless of what you think I have or whatever help or support that you think I have, you still have not lived the life that I lived. You haven't been raped multiple times. You haven't been gang raped. You haven't been molested by a family member as a child. Right? You didn't have to experience the deep, dark, traumatic, spiritual things that I had to experience very early on, regardless of whatever financial assistance or whatever I had in the first place. And that's another thing too. Why the fuck do people hate on the fact that you have parents who are still married and who still manage to stay married and compromise and really like just be faithful and loyal to each other and actually try to like pass down like a financial like inheritance or assistance or try to help build, you know, their legacy and invest in their legacy? Why do we have black people who have a problem with that? Shouldn't that be like the goal, like part of the goal when you're in your connections or when you marry somebody? Like, shouldn't you want to, you know, leave something for your legacy, like the white people do? So that's another thing too. Like, people's priorities are just like crazy, right? So anyway, the whole point of me saying all of this is because we need to, you know, really buckle down on what we are instilling in our children when it comes to values and stuff like that. Because the true power and what really makes you stand out is, you know, teaching that child to be their authentic selves and find confidence in that. Especially, you know, in a time where everywhere we look, we have these little girls, these young girls who want to be like, who want to look like these celebrities and Instagram models, who feel the need to over exaggerate their appearance just to be acceptable, you know, just to be accepted, just to be deemed as beautiful, right? Or deemed as valuable or successful. They want to embody that physical look of success, but within they're dark and empty and broken and shattered and traumatized, right? That's what the focus needs to be. Inner healing, inner work, going within. You need to feed and invest in your child's internal being, their soul, right? Because that's what's going to set them apart, and that's what's going to take them far, right? Because regardless of that, as like the more that you add fuel to that light within, that's what makes the difference between real value and artificial, superficial, you know, temporal shit, right? 3D stuff only. So I encountered this type of thing with a lot of individuals, and I will always look at them like, but dang, like, you over here taking trips and stuff, like, I wish I could take trips like just like that, like right now. Like, you doing this type of stuff. Why are you throwing shade on me? Why are you throwing dirt on me? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is you hating for? And it's like, I know why. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about that integrity. It's about that integrity and that self-love. It's like people do everything and try to get all these external things to replace or fill that void of that emptiness that they feel, that lack of self-love and self-confidence, right? So another thing, like, she was, you know, she kept her bundles, right? You know, like she said, she was, you know, Instagram queen, like, you know, picture perfect type stuff, right? Like, she, you know, that's what she is. And, you know, the difference between me and her, still, I confidently embrace my real hair and be fine doing it. I get the same type of attention, like, if not more, from just embracing like my natural beauty. And please go back and watch my beauty alchemy video. The thing about embracing your natural beauty is that your body and your basically everything about you is going to love you back. And so it's like it amplifies that beauty within you, right? It radiates, right? So that's basically like how it was. That's how it was. It's like, even though we were kind of seeing like the it girls on campus, the huge difference was that I was an it girl naturally. All naturally. And I guess whenever she would embrace like wearing her real hair, because you remember if you've watched my beauty alchemy video, I'm the type of person where I condone and encourage natural beauty, and I reject superficiality. Like, if I have a friend and she's posting a video, you know, covered in makeup and, you know, all of this stuff, you know, I'm not up there like, oh, you bad, oh yes, sis, no. Like, but those posts and those pictures where it's just like her natural self, her natural hair and stuff like that, those are the type of pictures and stuff you will see me in the comments about. Because it's like you feed. You have to decide what to feed and what to starve, right? You know, that's how it goes. So I don't feed into superficiality. I don't feed into falsehood. I starve it. I reject that, because that debilitates us. It's not good for us. It's like a poison. You know, it works against us. You know, and the more that we invest and engage in that, it just continues to turn us against our own selves, right? Right? And further away from who we're supposed to be, you know, and the goal, like, as far as like what we accomplish within like loving ourselves and our confidence and our manifestation ability and our sacred chakra, you know, all of that. So yeah, I guess she didn't get as much attention whenever she would wear her real hair, or she wouldn't, you know, draw her eyebrows and stuff like that. And so seeing me be able to just, you know, because I embrace my beauty or whatever, and as a result, my body, you know, it works with me. Like, okay, I embrace wearing my own, you know, just being comfortable with my own real eyebrows, and so I have nice eyebrows. You get what I'm saying? I don't go like just, it's like I don't instill disbelief or like hatred within myself. I don't do that. I instill love within myself and all that I am. Like, regardless of what it looks like at that time. Skin, I love you. Smile, I love you. Right? I love you, and I'm going to show you that I love you by embracing you regardless. Embracing you just as you are. And so it's like that's beauty alchemy. It's like my body repays me, as a result of that. And so another thing too, like, having discipline to, like, take things like the real way, basically, like, doing the work, like working out, and being into fitness, and being conscious about what you eat and what you put in your body and stuff like that. I'm very solid in doing that. Like, I'm very disciplined when it comes to that. And so, and another thing too, like, the type of body I have is like, even if I gain weight fast, I can lose it fast too. I can lose it just as fast. And so people don't like that. Like, it's really like people who are not happy and confident within themselves about who they are and stuff like that. And they're so concerned about everybody else outside of them and their views, their perception of them. They're more concerned about people's perception of them than they are their perception of themselves, right? That's the difference between a divine feminine and masculine and karmics. Everything, like, they literally base their value on how other people see them, how other people dictate them, based off their appearance, based off their success, their apparent successes, right? Finances and money and career or titles, all these different forms of escapism. So people don't like that. And so when you, live life the way that you're supposed to live it, by the divine, the Most High, and appreciating what the divine has, how the divine created you, and investing in that, like investing in your gifts, investing in your talents, all these natural things about you. Those people who are, like, consumed with devil energy, they're not going to like that. They're not going to like that. And so now you got haters. You got haters, and you're not even, like, trying to do, it's like, it's not even the conventional way that people deem, like, how you gain haters. Oh, because you a Beyonce, or you got bands, or you got, like, all these name brands and stuff like that, right? And so you get haters because you have these things, right? But no, like, when you're natural and you're just, like, completely confident in your authentic self, and you have integrity, like, and you stand for a cause, like, for, you like, revolve your life around things that are meaningful. You invest your time and energy into things that are meaningful, necessary, essential, right? For collective, healing and consciousness and trauma transmutation, right? People are envious of that energy, because regardless of what, the Western culture has instilled upon us, of what, our value system should be, and our morals and ethics or whatever, the reality of the matter is, what is the value system in the spirit realm of the universe, of your soul, right? Because we're spiritual, having a human experience. So what is the value system? What does it say in the Akashic records, right? What, according to the ascended masters, the high priestess and high priests, right? The kings and queens, the divine kings and queens. What is the value system, there? And do you qualify? Do you come close to qualifying? Do you invest your time and your energy into that? So that's the big difference, and that's what really sets you apart. That's what sets you apart, right? And that's, like, that's what success really is. So I just wanted to reiterate, like, be mindful of what type of value system you're instilling in your children, and what you're amplifying, what you're putting on display, more so than not, right? Don't like, put all in their heads it's all about your appearance. Your appearance, as far as, like, the clothes, your name brands, how much your clothes cost, or, your hair, your bundles, your makeup, your lashes. Stop putting so much emphasis and placing so much value on those external things, because it's fucking them up internally. Psychologically, you're investing in inducing psychosis in that child or in that individual. That's what you're doing. Low self-esteem, depression, anxiety. These are the type of things, that, derive out of investing and investing so much value in these external things. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video about that. because it's really sad, but you have to look at it for what it is. Like, you have to look at it for what it is. Like, you have to take your heart out of it and look at it logically sometimes, like a spiritual logic, like a intuitive intelligence, basically, right? Because you want to have emotional intelligence, you want to have intuitive intelligence, you want to have you want to be emotionally competent, right? You need to be understanding. You need to gain a discernment. You need to, invest in sharpening and edifying your discernment. Like your chakras, the things internally, because what happens when you invest in the things internally and you perfect it and you heal it and you edify it, you sharpen it and you cleanse it and you detox it. You do the real work. Like, you really focus on what really matters, right? It's like it shows outwardly. That's how it's supposed to go. You don't start from outward going in. You start from inward coming out. That's the code. That's the crack of the code of what it is. And that's why motherfuckers mad. That's why they mad. When they thought they was leaving you out in the cold, I ain't gonna do this type of stuff with her because she broke. She probably can't afford it anyway. She ain't fly enough to be doing this type of stuff with me. And people pick and choose or where they want to put you in their lives when it comes to things that they feel like you don't qualify for externally, like their external, like, Western culture as values and shit. Yeah. And now when shit hit the fan, you get what I'm saying, and the tables start turning and stuff like that, and as time continue to go on, all that time and that energy that you invest into your eternal self, like, is just showing more and more outwardly, and all that stuff and that time and energy that they invested in those external things, those temporal things, and now it's manifesting inwardly within that individual. That's why they mad. That's why they hate. That's why they throw shade and they throw these spells, these freezer spells, or these conflict spells within your life, wishing you evil because they're just hoping, no, she can't beat me, she can't be better than me, because I have to be able to prove, like, why I put her in the category that I put her in. I need to be proven. I need to be proven true. All that gossip and all that slander and all that stuff that I said about her, I need to make sure that comes to pass. I need to make sure I don't look like a liar. I need to make sure I did not deceive myself. Well, guess what you did? You did. You deceived yourself because you was delusional. This same individual told me that I was out of my mind, that I had mental illness, that I was psychotic, delusional, all this stuff. But in actuality, it's her that's delusional. It's you that feel the need to get drunk all the time in order for you to enjoy your life. It's you that feel the need to have to smoke all the time in order for you to cope with life. So, when you look at those things, like, you feel like you always got to party, you always got to buy, Michael Kors, and you always got to, flaunt these external things or invest, in these, psychologically or emotionally numbing things in order to cope with life. Who really is delusional? Who really is psychotic? You are. Feeling the need that you have to have bundles. You have to, you have to do these things in order to be accepted and approved. Who's the one that looks psychotic? Who's the one that's really delusional? Who's the one that's really depressed? Who's the one that's really mad? You. For you to even feel the need to throw shade and dark magic and hatred on me after you already deemed that, I don't qualify because my value system is way different from yours, right? Why? What's the purpose of the spell work then? What you do it for? Well, why call me all type of bitches and this, that, and the third? If I don't matter, you get what I'm saying? If I'm not deemed as, quality in your book, according to y'all's value system, what's the purpose of that? Because you know the truth. The soul really, really knows. That's the thing. The soul be knowing, and it be their soul hating. It be that spirit. It's like what they're consumed with. That's what's hating on you. That's what's hating on you. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video about that. And I feel like, I basically said what I need to say. And on that note, I'm going to end this video here. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Share my video, whatever the case may be. But definitely support. If you're going to watch it, you can at least, interact with the post. And for those who are just, because she was one of those spying ass motherfuckers who just wanted to be in my life, have access to me, or come back the fuck around just to check and see if the spell word or whatever, that evil that she was wishing on me, if it was working. So if it's you motherfuckers like that linking around on my channel from when I first created it, when I was on Facebook or whatever the case may be, and you're not sincere in supporting me, or you're not sincere in my goal and my intentions, what I'm doing with this channel, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Bye. Because all of the shade, whatever the case may be, it doesn't work. It only amplifies me. It only edifies me. It only strengthens who I already am. Right? Now, by all means, stay and get that reflection that you need. You get what I'm saying? Stay. Heal. Have the courage to heal. Courage. That's the difference between a lot of motherfuckers. The courage. You lack courage to be your true, original, authentic self. And I don't. And I don't give a fuck what y'all got to say, what your value system is, what your moral system is. I don't give a damn about none of that. Because I don't live for motherfuckers. I live for me, and I live for the Most High. I live for my ancestors, my spirit guides, so they can use me. So they can use me, so I can see and know what I need to know ahead of time, so I can be on it, right? Because it's about the bigger picture to me. It's about getting to getting beneath it. I don't stay on the surface of things. I'm not cool. I'm not cool with people being like mentally unstable. I'm not okay with people being emotionally unstable. I'm not okay with people continuing toxic, cursed, generational patterns. I'm not okay with none of that. And I don't live my life oblivious to this fact. I live my life so that I can contribute to transmuting that. That's what I'm about. That's the difference between me and a lot of y'all motherfuckers. That's the difference between a divine feminine and masculine and a fucking karmic. You need to heal. Because I'm not your damn problem. You your own problem. And you're going to continue to be your own problem until you fucking come to this reality. And get the fuck out of fantasy land. Get the fuck out of Instagram land. Get the fuck out of this social media ass land. This materialistic ass land. Get the fuck out of there. And do the fucking work on yourself. Boo. Because understand, we're mirrors. So whatever that dark energy or whatever that's conjured within yourself, those insecurities, that's being triggered, because that's really what's wrong with you. You're fucking triggered. You're triggered when you're in my presence. You're triggered when you see me. You're triggered when you hear me speak, because I speak facts. And not only do I speak facts, I live that shit. And that's why it triggers you so hard. That's why. But understand, it's good for you, boo. It's really good for you. And the quicker that you come to terms with that, the better your life will start moving for you. The better you will feel about yourself regardless of who the fuck is in your life or not. You need to be happy with yourself. You need to love yourself outside of whether people give you compliments or not. Fuck them damn compliments. That's the difference between me and you. I give myself compliments and I believe them. You waiting on other motherfuckers to compliment you for you to believe in yourself. That's the difference. And that's why you mad. Because you mad at your damn self. Because you don't believe in your damn self. In your own damn soul. That's the difference. Boo. That's who you mad at. You're not mad at me. You're not mad at me. And I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate all y'all because y'all funny as hell. Y'all funny as hell. And of course, y'all got to stick together and come in packs against me, right? The lone wolf, right? Why? Because my spirit is a big body. My soul is a real big body. And your spirit see that. Your soul see that shit. Yeah. Those demons that you're constantly allowing within your empty ass space, within yourself, they see that shit. They know who the fuck I am. They know I'm a David. They know I'm a David. They know I take down Goliaths regularly. My whole life has been that way. That's how I'm structured. That's how I'm built, right? Because of my value system. Because of where I invest my time and my energy, right? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Anywho, but thank you though. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because it only gave me more ammo. Thank you. But anyway, this your girl, Kritek, the Authentic Empress. I appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Love you.